Greetings, peeps. I just thought I'd show a few of the comic books I've been reading this week. This is not just a sort of a cross section. I've read loads, but I thought I'd eke it out. The first one is not a new one. It's been out since 2012. It was recommended to me from an American channel, and it's this one, Revival. Now, I've got a deep run of this. It's a frisson cover, and it's basically she's a police officer, and the dead come alive one day in this small American town, and there's a lot of bigotry about it. That's the only fault I got with it. It's over political, but the story is brilliant. The graphics and everything else is phenomenal, and it has been optioned for a TV program or something. Whether it still is, I don't know, but it's definitely one I recommend if you like the zombie sort of comic books, like into Walking Dead, that sort of stuff. This is definitely one for you. But I've got 2 copies of issue 1, so I bought one really cheap. I bought them both cheap, but it's a really affordable comic as well. It's not going to break the bank. And there's issue 2. But there's 47 altogether, and I only need another few more to complete the collection. The next 2 are brand new comic books. They've only been out sort of last month actually. And the next one is The Seasons Have Teeth. Now this one's a bit of a strange one. I think I'm going to have to read it again. I understand the story, but it's a very cleverly written book. There's only going to be 4. Work it out, 4 seasons. And this one's set in spring. And I'm only going to give you an overview because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But basically, it's to do with the seasons. And they can basically kill you. And there's an old boy, and he likes to take a lot of, I presume he's a journalist or whatever, and he's sort of taking a lot of photographs in it. But it is a bit of a strange book, to say the least. I did get this one. These are all the books. You got that version. I think that's a cover A. This is the variant. I have got 2 of these. One of them's called To See a Place in Space. I won it in their competition or whatnot. Great bunch of lads, good comic book shop. I'm not advertising it, I'm just mentioning it. And I've got that one as well, the other cover. I believe one of them is a variant cover. But yeah, he's sort of like an old boy. And obviously something more than that. But it's a bit of a strange story. It'll take a bit of time to get your head around it. But it's definitely a great read. And it's brand new. It's a Boom do it as well. They do some really good comics, sort of that sort of stuff. But the last one I found I like the best, and I think this one was recommended from the lads at Place in Space. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm 100% sure it was actually, and I think this one's going to be right up my street. It's Indigo Children. And this is one version of the cover. Obviously has its variants and stuff like that, but basically it's about these kids who were born on Mars and they come back to save the Earth. That's all I'm going to say about the story. And I was thoroughly absorbed by this book. It's absorbing. It's not one of these things you sort of put it down and forget about it. And it's well presented. The book's quality, the materials quality, and all the graphics are fantastic. This is a really good book, and the storytelling in it I found really good. Our hero goes to Russia, or I believe it's Russia, and then the story sort of comes alive. Like, I can't wait for issue 2 of this, and I shall definitely collect these. I should definitely go for it. This book's given me enough to pick my attention. You know what I mean? I find some of the stories I just don't want to read anymore. But some stories, they do generally grab me by the short curlies, like, and this is one of them. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this show. Just a few books I've been reading. I'm going to read this one next I've got, and this is The House of Slaughter. Just thought I'd chuck this one in. I think this is it's number 1, because everybody else, this is a good read as well, but I can't talk about that. But that's next on me reading pile. But I hope you enjoyed this little show. I hope you pick these books up. A Revivals is definitely a good one. They don't no longer make it, or sorry, I shouldn't say that, print it. But it's definitely worth it. But anyway, folks, peace, love, and love everyone.